Get you started now that Ben's here. Ben, Charles has enjoyed seeing what the rest of the class looks like.
And I always the last one.
You have been pretty consistently the last one. You're not late. You're just the last one, and that's like our signal. We're all like, there's Charles. Time to start. Okay. Things to see and do. Let me tell you what you need to do tonight. This will be posted on Schoology. Hopefully Mr. Miller will take care of that because my computer does not want to talk to the outside world, so that includes Schoology. But the basic plan would be for tonight, we want you to finish reading Book 9 of the Odyssey. We'll probably read the vast majority of Book 9, the whole story of the Cyclops and his eye gouging. We'll probably read the great bulk of that in class tonight. You can wrap it, or read it in class today. You can wrap it up tonight. I'm going to have him post a nice summary of Book 9 so that you can understand it. Now, this morning, the class that arrived for A block, before they were fully in control of their senses and so forth, some of them said they just didn't understand any part of the Odyssey reading over the weekend. And I said, did you read the summaries? Okay? If you don't read the summaries, you're going to be sunk. If you try to read a summary that is one of those one-line outlines that says something like, Odysseus arrives on Cyclops Island, and that's all it says, that's not very helpful. You need to probably read one that's fairly detailed. Any of you familiar with Shmoop or Shmoops? It's like third down if you'll Google Odyssey Summary, Book 9. It's about third down. I've seen some of their books in hardback, I think. And they have kind of a light-hearted but detailed summary that you can follow, and you'll know what the story is, so that as you wrestle through the poetry, you're not just sitting there going, I don't know what this line means, and I don't know what this line means, which can happen when you're reading the Odyssey. So please be sure, take a few minutes, get a good summary, read it, and then try to read the book in this translation. Okay? So that will be coming at you. Your class, I just gave back a set of quizzes. Flip them over. Are they over Eastern Europe? They're over Eastern Europe. Okay. Your class, the vast majority of you scored 40 out of 40. And those who I tried to make 20 out of 20 and then realized later it should be doubled. This could be your product score for Eastern Europe. We'll have, so that's another A in your pocket, we'll have another quiz over all of Europe, both sides of the line, East and West, later in the week. I've got one for your review time tomorrow. Another thing that I'd like you to start reviewing, and be sure you're getting these packed away, all the terms relating to what makes an epic, what are key characters of the Odyssey. We did get any quotes in the pseudo quiz we're going to show you tomorrow, but you'll soon be working with some key quotations from Book 9. So that is coming at you. If you would please, grab your packet. It'll be in your binder, and it's the packet that has all the information about the Odyssey. Starts off, I think, with what you must know about your assignments for the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Okay. Open that to the middle. There is a small quiz in there. I'll give you like 3 old quizzes. 3 back quizzes. The first one, I think, is this should take you 5 minutes, or you have 5 minutes to do this. And yes, it counts. Well, no, it doesn't. Okay, not today. Okay. We have another quiz that looks rather like it that will count, so keep that in mind. Okay. Everybody found that one? You have 5 minutes, and yes, it counts. Is that the exact title? Did I just say
Yeah.
it? Okay, you have 5 minutes to do this, and yes, it
Finish
counts.
this quiz.
5 minutes to finish this quiz, and yes, it counts. We'll take it. Okay? The basic idea behind this is that you have this explosion of vocabulary, this explosion of characters that goes with Greek civilization and the study of epics and the Odyssey and so forth. What I'd like you to do very rapidly, you can even just go check, I know this, and move to the bottom. Anything you know, put a little check by it and be ready to prove it. Okay, I just don't want to spend a great deal of time watching you write these answers right now. Anything you don't know, anything you think we haven't covered, just leave it blank. Take a minute to do that. And I just want to be sure people think that we've got this covered. There's a couple things I know we haven't covered. things I'm almost certain we have not covered, including, oh, okay. You knew something we had not even mentioned in class. You don't know that? Okay, what's that one? Papa. Has your class had any mention of Papa?
We say it a lot.
Yeah.
What's an Papa? We say Papa.
We say it a lot, we have not discussed it. I'll take that. Do I just stand and rant about it? A nervous tick.
No. Rap about it.
I do not rap about Papa. Thank you. No, you don't actually have to. Just be sure it's stuff that's familiar. So going from the top, just being sure that you know this stuff. Up at the top we have Athena, and I think I've got a little note there that says, as it relates to Book 1 of the Odyssey. Athena's role in Book 1 of the Odyssey, what's her big deal? What's she doing? Her thing that she does, her mission. She's on a mission as a god. Talk to me, Chris.
Doesn't she go with Telemachus to try to find Odysseus?
She at this stage is going to go to Telemachus, or Telemachus, whichever way you want it, and inspire him to go out and look for news of his father. And of course, she is a female goddess. Is she going to go into a banqueting hall in female form? No, she goes as the King Mintes of the Taphian, so that she can blend with this male society. The next one, is that Telemachus?
Yeah.
It is. It's Telemachus. And Telemachus, of course, is the son of
Odysseus.
Odysseus, okay. Be sure that you can spell Odysseus. Be sure you can spell Telemachus. Go down to the next one below that. Is it Muse? Oh, it's Papa. Do you want Papa right now, or would that overload you? Okay, why I keep going Papa, you can write this down. The meter that you use in performing epic. Everyone okay with what meter is? Because I don't know if I really want to be recorded explaining this, because it's like an English teacher thing. It's the rhythm of a poem. Okay? It's the rhythm of a poem. Right? The meter that is used in Greek epic is, and here we go, I'm going to spell too, this is very bold, dactylic hexameter. Say that and people will leave you alone. Everybody, can you read that? That's the equivalent of Papa. Okay, dactyls. A dactyl. Okay? In Greek. Oh, this is just painful. Lit studies falling apart here. In Greek, it is a long syllable followed by two shorts. Yeah, the curtain of darkness falls. So as you are chanting epic, you are following this rhythm of one long syllable, two short syllables, and that creates this rhythm of pa-pa, 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 pa-pa. Is this connecting with anything in the world of your experience? Talk to me.
Oh wait, is
this iambic
pentameter?
Yes! Thank you. Explain iambic pentameter for a moment. Pull us back to something normal in English. Do you know?
I know Shakespeare used it.
Shakespeare used it. You can have a half a point. Iambic pentameter. Can anyone explain that? You want to try it? Try me. Or, well, kind of went between the two
Well,
of you.
it's like, we did this in 8th last year.
Good.
The way my teacher explained it was that basically you put stress on every other syllable.
Pentameter. That's the idea.
And it's like 5
Now,
sets in a row.
well, we're kind of getting that. Iambic. Iams are basically how we speak English. We have this gentle up, down, up, down, up, down to our language. To non-English speakers, we must sound slightly sing-songy because we can have this pattern of unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed. Okay? So iambic pentameter, for instance, okay, that's the meter that Shakespeare is famous for using. That's the most common meter in English. Dactylic hexameter just doesn't work in English very well. There's a few poems that are written in it, but that's not a natural rhythm for English. It's a natural rhythm for ancient Greek. So it sounds pretty good. So, if you were asked on a quiz for 2 points, okay, what is Papa, you could say it's dactylic hexameter. If you were asked what is dactylic hexameter, it is the meter used in the Greek epics. Okay? Long syllable, 2 short syllables. Papa, Papa. It's right behind you. Dactylic. A dactyle is long syllable, 2 short syllables. Yes. Is everyone reasonably happy with that at this point? Papa, 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 Papa. If we were to play you a section of the Odyssey being sung as we think it was sung, it very much goes Papa, 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 Papa. It's not just a German brass band. Oh, talk really loud so people can hear you.
So would it be in like 6 and 8?
Are you using musical terms to intimidate me?
Maybe.
I think you are. It might be in 6/8. If you're fairly sure you're right, you can tell them that.
Like 1, 2, 3, 1.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed. For those of you who, like me, have no rhythm, all of this is just something you're trained to say by your English teacher. Once you master it, they don't hit you anymore. That's how I feel about it. So there's Papa, dactylic hexameter, the meter used in the epics. What's the next entry? Hopefully it's something easier. Muses. A goddess of the arts, one of the 9 goddesses of the arts. What's the next one? Uh-huh.
Well, like in our context, invocation's like an opening prayer, but in
Okay.
their context, they would start off an epic with an invocation. It'd be like,
Right.
have the muse flow through you.
Yes, it's a prayer to the muse. When you start your performance as a bard, you ask the muse to enter you and sing through you. And you just said, to possess you. Yes, if you're into that idea, they really do have an idea. The muse is inside you singing. Okay? So that's an invocation. Modern English, yes, opening prayer. Next one. What else is up? Real loud. Poseidon. And in the context of the Odyssey, what's Poseidon's deal?
He
He does not like Odysseus. He is the Odysseus persecutor, pursuer. The Odyssey can take off again, and Odysseus can get off the island of Ogygia because Poseidon is out in Ethiopia, not paying attention to what's going on back home closer to Greece. We think closer to Greece. Next one up, Chris. What's the next one up?
Epic.
Epic. Epic. As long as you are alive, as long as anyone can understand English. When you are asked what is an epic, your 3 words will be yes, an extended narrative poem. You can build from there, but that's the 2 points on a quiz. An extended narrative poem. A long poem, as in book length, that tells a story. Next one up is Homer. Oh, anything you can say about what we do or don't know about Homer? The safe answers would be we don't know if he's real, perhaps legendary poet.
Legendarily blind.
Legendarily blind. He might have been blind, traditionally blind, yeah.
Yes. He lived possibly around 700, 750 BC.
Yeah.
And he wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yes, and be careful with the rote word because he probably didn't. He composed, he chanted, he performed the Iliad and the Odyssey. Okay, they're not going to be written down for several hundred years. So you can say all that about Homer, but you can say that he is perhaps legendary. He is traditionally the author of the Iliad and the Odyssey and other pieces that we've lost probably. Is something happening terrible?
Yes, I accidentally stuck the pen way too far into its cap.
That happens. Did the ink explode in your mouth?
No.
Okay, are you sure? Stick out your tongue. Yeah, you're okay. Okay. People do that. They blue tongues like cow dogs. Next one up. What's the next entry?
Penelope. Odysseus' wife.
Yeah, Penelope, Odysseus' wife. Odysseus, Telemachus, Penelope. Please be sure you master those spellings. You'll be writing them down often enough that you really should learn to spell them. Penelope after Penelope. What's up next, Charles?
I have no idea what this is.
Oh, well, no, just tell me the entry. What's the name?
Calypso?
Calypso. Oh.
The nymph that keeps Odysseus
Oh, yeah.
captive on her island and tries to seduce him.
Yes, that's who that is. I was about to say the wrong person. Calypso, yes, she is a a nymph, a minor goddess, and she's got Odysseus captured on her island for a very long time. Go to another entry, one more down, Charles, see if you know that one.
Nope.
Charles, you're striking out. What is it?
Curve.
With a K?
Hard.
Hop.
Oh, hearth. This is one I can't remember why it was on this quiz. A hearth is your fireplace, traditionally the center of your pre-electric home. And I can't remember why it was on this quiz many long years ago when I made it out, but it was.